Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! I would just like to take this moment to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Thank you guys so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I, of course, am your host, Jonathan Clarke. I am wearing the Home Alone Christmas sweater this morning, in case you guys haven't already noticed. Who hasn't noticed that? Everybody has loved this YouTube channel so much over this last year. And over this last year, I think the reason behind why everybody has loved this YouTube channel is how I've represented and how I've talked about Descendants of Zombies in a way nobody else ever could. And I've told this story very powerfully because I believed in this story so much. It's a story that has brought us that much closer together, has made us the best of friends. We've been able to relate to each other because of Descendants of Zombies. We felt as if we were a part of something special for the first time ever in our lives. Many of us have favorite characters, moments that have defined us. For being fans of Descendants of Zombies, we have shared our stories with each other about what's made us fans of this franchise. And these are moments that we will really never ever forget. So because these are moments that we are never ever going to forget, these moments should be celebrated. And one of the things that I was really excited about this holiday season was having the chance to come home and spend the holidays with each and every one of you. Surrounded by family and friends is one way of looking at it and perceiving it. But when you win the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies, that's what makes this opportunity worth it every single time, and an opportunity that I will never ever forget. Upon seizing this opportunity, I had no idea how I was going to reach out and touch the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies. I know I was going to do it some way or somehow, or I was going to die trying. And you know something? The love and support that you receive from every fan of Descendants of Zombies, regardless if you're talking about Kylie, Freya, Malia, Ruby, who I love so much, it's a wonderful experience. It's something that people should really take the opportunity to do, because when you win the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies, you've truly won the hearts of something very special. It's really hard for me to describe the feeling that you get knowing that you inspire so many people from every video that you ever upload about Descendants of Zombies, because I never know how many views or how many subscribers every video that I upload is going to receive. It just happened for me seemingly overnight. How this happened was last summer, I decided that I was going to start uploading videos of Descendants of Zombies at random. I had no idea that thousands of people were going to love this YouTube channel so much and enough that they would subscribe to this YouTube channel, taking a YouTube channel from 5 subscribers to literally 3,000 plus, seemingly overnight. And I have each and every one of you to thank for that, because this was the greatest Christmas gift that I ever was given. The honor of broadcasting a show for thousands of people who love this franchise so much. And with this YouTube channel obviously comes a lot of hard work and dedication, but I haven't minded it one bit putting in all the hard work and dedication to touch each and every one of your hearts, because somewhere, somehow, I was able to do just that. I really do believe that I'm one of the greatest YouTube creators of all time, and I'll tell you why I really do believe that I'm one of the greatest YouTube creators of all time, because it has everything to do with each and every one of you. Because something a YouTube creator has to do every single time they upload a video is realize they are who they are, and they are where they are because of each and every one of you. This never happened because I decided to upload videos about Descendants of Zombies at random. This happened because you believed in what I was talking about, and you believed in me. And you wanted to give me an opportunity to be heard and seen by more people than ever before, and you did it for me. And because of you, I have each and every one of you to thank. No matter where I go or whatever becomes of me from here on out, because we still have a long way to go, I will never ever forget the profound impact that Descendants of Zombies had on my heart. I have heard people post ridiculous reviews where they have said that Descendants of Zombies characters have no place in Christmas, but from where I choose to look at it and how I see it, Descendants of Zombies has always had a special place in Christmas and in our hearts. And I think this time of year, there's never been a better time to celebrate your favorite stars of Descendants of Zombies through listening to Snow Angels, which is one of the most beautiful, latest Christmas songs that I've ever heard in my life. There's just something with the lyrics of Snow Angels that gets you every single time and leaves you captivated. The song Red Christmas, which Kylie Control first burst onto the scene with in Christmas of 2024. She garnered a huge reputation for herself and made a name for herself because of that song, and she's still making waves. But the reality of people like Kylie Control and Freya Sky is they still have a long way to go, which makes me even more excited about 2026 to see what they've got forthcoming and what they will have happening for them, because Freya Sky's got the Stars Align tour, which kicks off all throughout the month of February. The entire month of February has been sold out. Venues are sold out across the United States for Freya Sky's Stars Align World Tour, and I'm really excited about that for Freya because this has been a long time coming. So because I'm really excited about it, this is the latest project for Freya that I feel so honored to profile for each and every one of you. Because when it comes to posting reviews about Freya Sky, I've wanted to say nothing but the best in the way of reviews for Freya. I've wanted to believe in Freya perhaps more than anybody ever did, because from the first moment I got a chance to look at some of Freya's work, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was truly mind-blowing. And I remember, trying to think about what I was going to say about Freya Sky, but I could never seem to really put into words how I truly felt about Freya, because no matter how many times you try, it is very difficult too, because she just leaves you in a state of captivation. She just leaves you marveled. And everything that she does is really breathtaking. And it's such a huge honor to be a part of. But all I know is that Freya Sky is going to be the next pop star from Disney, if not the next Taylor Swift. I will forever, just to let you guys know, I will forever present the argument of how Freya Sky is going to be the next Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande. I say this because you take a look at how far the girl has come in such a short amount of time, how much everybody believes in her, how much of an inspiration and how much of an idol you think of Freya Sky for having been. There is nothing else more to say about Freya than she's just going to be the next pop star. She's going to be a success overnight if she hasn't become that already. She's got the love and support of everybody a part of the cast of Descendants and Zombies. She's got the love and support of her family and her friends who she's spending the holidays with. I know that Malachi Burton is heading back to Venice Beach to spend Christmas with his family, but I know she's really excited about it in particular, and it goes without saying that she has always had the love and support of her family and her friends and each and every one of you. So I feel more confident in Freya Sky's abilities than I ever have anybody. And I think that her future is going to be something to be really excited about. So too is the future of your favorite Descendants stars, because we've got Descendants 5, Book of Wonderland to be excited about in 2026. I am going to be here for that. I am planning to be here all throughout the year of 2026, dedicating this YouTube channel's content to Descendants and Zombies videos for each and every single one of you, no matter how far away Zombies 5 seems to be. Just to let you know, I'm going to upload videos about zombies for the rest of my life, because I've had the most fun ever uploading videos about zombies and offering you my predictions on the chances of a zombie apocalypse happening and breaking out, because one of those could happen at any given moment. And trust me guys, when you have to live your life out of fear of your solar plantation and your nearby chemical plant exploding simultaneously and having to listen to iHeartRadio to prepare yourself for the inevitable, that never gets easy when you have to live your life in fear of that. But you know something? Having the honor to record videos and have fun while you're doing it for fans, thousands of people who love Descendants of Zombies, is the greatest honor any YouTuber could have bestowed upon them. And that's why I really love this opportunity. I've seized it, if anything, because of each and every one of you. Because you guys inspired me to upload videos about Descendants of Zombies. Because I was looking for a niche at one point or another in my lifetime throughout my career to fall into, to be accepted of what I had to say. And you guys were more than acceptive of what I had to say. And ever since we first met each other, in the very first video that I ever uploaded, I promised you guys that I was going to come through with a video on Descendants of Zombies, no matter what the time of year, no matter what the circumstances may have been that I was going through. And you guys helped me make sense of everything going on around me, as I did for you. And I think that because of this YouTube channel, everybody has felt more inspired, and they've drawn more inspiration than ever before from their favorite characters and every moment they've ever had the chance to be a part of. How many of you are really excited to get your Descendants of Zombies dolls and your Descendants of Zombies merch as part of your Christmas wish list this year? If you are somebody who is excited about getting your Descendants dolls, your Descendants of Zombies hoodies, and sweaters, and t-shirts, and everything else that goes with it, posters, I want to say you guys are the most incredible people ever, because you believe, because you want this stuff. That means that you love this franchise so much, and you believe in this franchise more than anybody else has perhaps ever. And I think that you guys deserve all the respect in the world, because you guys are what gives Descendants of Zombies life. If you're excited about getting that one Descendants of Zombies doll that seems to have eluded your collection for what must feel like forever, I want you guys to know that my heart has forever and always been with you guys. You truly have meant the world to me, because you guys have helped me create something special for every fan of Descendants of Zombies. You know, years ago, I used to get professional wrestling action figures for Christmas, and I know that sounds really stupid. You're thinking to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, that sounds really stupid. You used to collect wrestling action figures? Yeah, I used to collect professional wrestling action figures. But I collected them because that was one of my passions. You know, I believed everything I saw when it came to pro wrestling on TV was real. Much less I thought that everything I saw on TV, from vampire TV shows to cartoons even, were real. So because I was a guy who believed everything he saw on TV was real, I felt very passionate about collecting, you know, professional wrestling action figures and everything else that went with it. I was also a really big fan of Batman years ago. So I can really relate to each and every one of you about how you feel about collecting your Descendants of Zombies merch. I would love to have these Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour hoodies, the sweaters, the t-shirts, the dolls to give away as merchandise for you guys for free on this YouTube channel. What I plan on doing actually is reaching out to Disney after I get monetized, and when I reach out to Disney, I'm going to make sure that these guys show up here and they do podcast interviews for each and every one of you. I'm going to try to give away, Descendants of Zombies merch for you guys, because if you're going to put your heart into every video that you ever do for fans of Descendants of Zombies, you really got to have your heart with it, because I think that a lot of people who upload videos of Descendants of Zombies never really do take that into consideration, because if they did take it into consideration, they would provide you with better videos and far better content than what you're seeing about Descendants of Zombies, because the majority of these fake trailers are pretty much AI. The interviews that you're seeing for your Descendants of Zombies stars really aren't the greatest, because they're asked the same 10 repetitive questions all the time. And I think one of the best ways of interviewing your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars is by making it feel as if it's a conversation between two people who have been friends for pretty much their entire lives. Because when you're able to do that, when you're able to have a conversation between two people who have been the best of friends for their entire lives, it makes you feel as if you're a part of something special, as opposed to being asked the same 10 or 15 repetitive questions all the time. And how many times have you guys watched an interview with Freya Sky and Kylie Contrell where they feel as if they're put on the spot? They never know seemingly what to say because of how Disney's going to feel about how the interview they may have dropped. I remember watching interviews of Kylie Contrell where she was so afraid to get a phone call from Disney because of something she may have seen throughout the course of the interview, and that is no way to feel. I think that you guys have deserved a far better dedicated director and writer and producer when it comes to Descendants of Zombies, somebody whose heart is forever and always been with you guys and really understands where you're coming from and gets you as Descendants of Zombies fans. And when I launched this show, I had no idea how it was going to be received by Descendants of Zombies fans. I had no idea how many views or how many subscribers I was going to get, but the reality I'm faced with is that everybody is subscribing here because they see how a guy can tell the story of Descendants of Zombies 1,000 times and tell it differently every single time. I know how passionate you guys are about the Worlds Collide Tour, how you felt as if you were part of something special. I know how special the Freya Sky Stars Online Tour is going to be for you coming up in February 2026. Perhaps many of you are getting tickets for the Freya Sky Stars Online Tour in 2026, and you're really excited about it. And I want you guys to know that my heart is with you. And I see nothing wrong with each and every one of you going out to support Freya Sky at the Stars Online Tour, because I believe this is the first major tour that Freya Sky is going to be doing solo. She's going solo on this one. She was a part of the Worlds Collide Tour, and if the Worlds Collide Tour was any indication about what's in store for Freya Sky and what's yet to come, this is going to be something to be so appreciative of, because Freya Sky was so celebrative of the moments that she had to share with each and every one of you at the Worlds Collide Tour. It was truly unparalleled to anything that I'd ever experienced in my life, because one thing I got from Freya Sky each and every single time was just how emotional each performance was. She gave 43 performances at 43 different venues throughout the course of the Worlds Collide Tour, and she believed in herself, and she believed in each and every one of you just as much, which is what made the Worlds Collide Tour so special. And that's what makes this time of year such a wonderful time of year, because Disney and Descendants have a chance to release a new Christmas music video to make people feel even more inspired, to get everybody in the holiday spirit. And I think that if we can get everybody in the holiday spirit because of a song like Snow Angel, and we can say nothing but nice things about it in terms of a review, that gives us something to be really excited about, and gives me even more of a reason to record a podcast at 9:35 a.m. in the morning, sharing with you my thoughts and my stories about Descendants of Zombies, because this is a really exciting time of year. And I never ever thought that this YouTube channel, less than 1 year later after its premiere, would have over 3,000 people having subscribed and have seen over 100,000 views. That is truly unbelievable and unlike anything that I've ever experienced in my life, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. Because I think that a lot of us, go on YouTube and we talk about, say, baking, or we talk about music, and I think the same appreciation that you get from Disney franchises is never really there for everybody else that ever records YouTube videos. I think what you've got to do is you've really got to understand your audience. And some way or somehow, I've been able to understand each and every one of you for the content that you've known and the stars that you've loved. And if there was one thing that I was always going to do in every review that I ever posted, was going to say something nice about everybody that you loved, everybody that you felt idolized by. And I think that this happened for many people over the years, like Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan and many others. But I think that these stars have really been put in a category of their own. They are really in a position to really take over and leave us captivated more than ever before. When you think about Kylie Control, she has for sure seen her fair share of criticism, and nobody has really wanted to give Kylie Control much of a chance. But from the very first moment that I saw Kylie Control, I knew she was going to be something special. She was going to be someone that was truly going to go on to define her legacy as one of the greatest of all time, through her music and her uncanny ability as an actress to bring every character she ever had the opportunity to don to life. And ever since she brought the character Red to life more than ever before, Kylie Control has come away as an inspiration for thousands, if not millions of people, because every venue at the Worlds Collide Tour this past summer was sold out because of Kylie and because of each and every one of you. I have to be honest with each and every one of you. Kylie Control very quickly, more quicklier than any other Descendants of Zombie star, became my favorite Descendants cast member because of just how much life and how much incentive she brought to the character. Not to forget to mention the heart and the dedication that she brought forth for every performance that she ever had the honor of being a part of. Kylie Control is phenomenal, and I think that 2026 is going to be just as big of a year for Kylie because she's bringing these characters to life and she's approaching each opportunity that these characters have given her with so much incentive. I really wish that Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson would have done the same for Descendants, but I really think that years ago they looked at this opportunity to play characters like Nell and Evie just pretty much as an opportunity to really go out and make a name for themselves. But I think Kylie Control years after have, really looked at this as an opportunity that is more of a chance to really, establish themselves and get to know fans for what they truly love. Because Descendants of Zombies was just given to us as an opportunity for us to respond to it. And once we responded to it and it blew up seemingly overnight, everybody more and more every day fell in love with Descendants of Zombies and believed in the direction of this franchise, which made it so fun to be a part of. And I was so excited, and I had never felt more honored to have been a part of this with each and every one of you, because it really changed my life and it made me a better person in the end. And I have each and every one of you to thank for that. And having the honor to spend the holidays with each and every one of you has been the greatest honor that I've ever had in my 25-year career, because as many of you have known, I've been on YouTube for a very long time. And one thing that's always a constant challenge for a YouTube creator is to fall into a niche that is supportive of how you feel about it and how you think the future is going to play out for the franchise. Because undeniably what we are setting up here for is a beautiful future, and it's something to be really excited about. So because we're setting up for a beautiful future for either Descendants or Zombies, the least we can do as YouTubers is give people hope for that foreseeable future, because they have believed in these franchises more than ever before. They want to know when Descendants 5 Book Wonderland is going to be released, when Zombies 5 is coming out. And I really wish I had the answers to these questions, but unfortunately, because I'm speaking from the perspective of a fan, which I do every single time that I upload a video to this YouTube channel, I never know the answers to these questions. But what makes these videos so fun to produce is never knowing the answers to the questions that you guys have. And when more information drops, it's discussing that information with each and every one of you and presenting that information for what it's worth. Because everybody is entitled to their opinion about Descendants of Zombies, I get that. But there's always been a certain pride and a passion that goes with uploading every video that you do about Descendants of Zombies and really realizing where the fans are coming from. Because I think that every fan has a different reason or explanation as to why they're a fan of Descendants of Zombies that has brought them to this moment, that has defined them for being the fan of Descendants of Zombies that they've been for what feels like forever. Because many of you have been fans of this franchise from the very beginning, and you guys deserve far more respect from these reviewers on YouTube and these so-called critics than you've ever been given. And I just wanted to be that one guy that would come through every single time uploading at least one video about Descendants of Zombies every single day, because I believed in these franchises just as much as each and every one of you, and together we shared in a passion. And because of this, I would just like to take this opportunity to say thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody watching this video from wherever you may be watching or from wherever you hear my voice. Seriously guys, thank you so much from my heart to yours, because you guys give this YouTube channel such meaning and such passion for how much you believe in your favorite stars and all these defining moments that have brought you to this moment as the fan of Descendants of Zombies that you are today. From my heart to yours, thank you so much. There will be more great videos uploaded throughout today as we celebrate Christmas Eve 2024. Thank you so much. 2025. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your Christmas Eve with me. It is the greatest honor of my life to be able to record so many wonderful videos for Descendants of Zombies fans from wherever you're watching this video and from wherever you hear my voice. It has forever and always been the greatest honor of my life to be able to record so many wonderful videos for people who have constantly felt inspired by Descendants of Zombies, because we have a future in store to be very excited about, and one that is going to be talked about for forever. And I'm just so excited to be a part of that future and to share in it with each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having watched this video.